I'm Dr. David Beaulieu, and I'm here with Ross Smith, who does emotional freedom technique at our center. And we're here with more news you can use. We've been talking about this emotional freedom technique and how it communicates with the subconscious and how we open the door to the subconscious and we make comments. In this particular case, I am where I'm dealing with fear and stress about public speaking. Fear and stress are two enormous problems that we deal with in our society on a daily basis. We open the door to the subconscious to change the pattern, and we tap certain points about the head and upper chest while we're making comments. All of this is rated on a scale of 1 to 10, so we know how bad this problem happens to be. And if you haven't seen these previous 3 or 4 videos, go back and start at the beginning, because this is a bridge in our center between a healthy body and a healthy mind. And you've got to have both. And where I work, from a healthy body standpoint, we'll work with patients. They get better, they get better, they get better, they get better, and roadblock. And what we've just found is we've just run into a problem. We've run into baggage. And Ross helps our patients through those. And today we want to talk a little bit about paranoia. And you mentioned that you work with someone who had a fear of snakes. Mm-hmm. Can you tell us about that experience?
This client came to me because she was getting ready to go to Africa for a mission. And she said, I am really scared to death of snakes. I said, well, tell me about it. She said, well, when I was a kid, my sister got bit with a snake mm-hmm. and went into the hospital and nearly died. And she said then sometime later, not very much later, but she actually saw a snake slithering through her bedroom. So she's had these 2 very disturbing experiences as a little kid about snakes. One of them had bit her sister, and her sister almost died, and then she had one crawling through the house. So this set up for her in her subconscious mind, and like you said in previous sessions, the subconscious is just wanting to protect us.
Yep.
It wants to keep us safe. Whether it's logical or not, mm-hmm. it's trying to keep us safe. So anytime she even thinks about a snake, and we talked about, the subconscious and the amygdala, this fight or flight mechanism, mm-hmm. doesn't know the difference between a thought and mm-hmm. an actual event. Mm-hmm. So you can think about a snake, and your stress mechanism will kick off, and it'll cut cortisol into your system,
mm-hmm. Fight or flight,
adrenaline, all those things to get your sympathetic system up and ready to go. Right. I got to run, I got to fight, I got to do something here. And that sets up stress. And so she came to me just stressed out, thinking about going to Africa and thinking about all the snakes down there. And so we started tapping. And even though, just like we did last time, we set it up, even though mm-hmm. I'm afraid of snakes. I'm deathly afraid of snakes. I totally and completely accept my feelings around this. And we went through the setup, and then, of course, we rated it, and it was mm-hmm. high. It was like a 9. Mm-hmm. So we rated it, and we went through the system. She felt it. She actually felt it. I think if I remember right, she felt it in her heart or in her chest. It was constricted. She couldn't mm-hmm. breathe very well mm-hmm. at all when she think about snakes.
Okay. So
we went through the rounds, the tapping rounds, and she got down to a 0 after a while. Now, it took a couple of sessions to do this because it was really embedded. So what I did now, what do? You test it. Okay, how do you know she's mm-hmm. done with snakes? Here's a snake. I didn't do that to her, but mm-hmm. we did look at videos and we did look at pictures of snakes, which she could not do before. She could not look at a video of snakes.
Okay.
So that's how we tested it and proved it. After it was done, she looked at this video of snakes, a big old slithering ball of snakes, and it didn't bother her a bit. And she went to Africa and was okay, perfect. Now, she was to the point, Doc, it's okay to be afraid of snakes. You don't want to be kissing a snake or handling a copperhead or anything. That's a normal fear that's good. Mm-hmm. But she would imagine them falling out of trees into her car and stuff. Yeah. And she would look under her car before she got in on the parking lot and stuff like that. That's a debilitating phobia. And she got past it, and she's fine to this day. I think the question was asked before, does it last? It's been 8 months, and she still doesn't have a bit of fear about snakes.
Couple of treatments.
Not 2 rounds, but 2 sessions, 2-hour sessions.
That's amazing.
It's very good.
Well, so we've dealt with physical health problems. We've dealt with some paranoias. How does it do with relationships? Pretty good?
Good, yeah. Works well.
Let's talk about that on the